This is a really big name in basketball right now, and if you don't know who this is, chances are you're living under a rock. I had an opportunity to film a couple of his games last year, and he did not disappoint, and that is Beckham Black. One of the hottest names in basketball right now in the 2027 class. He already holds a deep high major offer list. Kentucky, North Carolina, Arkansas, Villanova, Texas, Texas Tech, Missouri, USC, Auburn, Georgetown, gold medal with USA at the 2025 FIBA U16 America, EYBL and high-level circuit standout, earning offensive player type recognition in grassroots events and being highlighted as one of the top guards in his class. Plays at Southeastern Prep Academy in Orlando. So as you can see, he's a certified bucket. Shout out to Perplexity on this report right here. If you're new to the channel, my name is Finley. I'm a sports videographer and filmmaker. I've been at this for over 10 years. So I developed this series to talk about all the players that I get to watch and really ask, how good are they really? And before we start this video, I want to give a major shout out to Made Hoops and the Grind Session. Shout out to Made Hoops. Shout out to Jordan, just hosting a really, really great event. So I appreciate Made Hoops and all that they're doing. And also shout out to the Real Grind Session. So yeah, let's get right into the video. I'm going to break this video down into different sections, piecing out parts of his games to tell you what I think about him, and also the NBA player that I think that he models or mimics a little bit in his game. So starting with his handle, the player composition that I put was Kyrie and Shea. So I put Kyrie because of his ball control, fluid movement, just how he moves with the ball so naturally. It doesn't look forced. It just looks second nature. His change of direction, as you see, he's dribbling right, and then he's just able to just change direction, and keep control and be fluid again, like I said. His pacing, his start, stop, fast, slow, like his pacing is just elite. He's able to just stop on a dime, rise up for a shot, to stop and cut to a different direction, or to slow it down and speed it up, or take a slow step. He's just very versatile when it comes to that. And I put his manipulation and trickery. It reminds me of Kyrie Irving, because you'll see he'll point like there's a screen that's about to be set and there's really no screen there, and he'll get the defender, or he'll just use his head, to fake the defender out, or his arm or something like that, be really physical with him. And then Shea, I see bits of Shea in his game. I mean, right now Shea's kind of transforming the game, kind of like how Steph transformed the game with three-pointers. I think Shea's transforming the game with selling the foul. So you'll see him, take the contact, still be able to control his dribble, but also, do the little hey, like head fake thing to sell the foul. So he does that really well. And drawing fouls, strong dribble. So his handle reminds me of Kyrie Irving with a mix of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in there. 2, the passing / layup. So I kind of grouped these together. As I was thinking about his game and everything, the name that popped up into my head was Tony Parker. Tony Parker because of the court vision. He creates for others. He's unselfish, as the scouting reports even say. And this is my first time reading a scouting report or looking up, his play style and everything like that, his achievements and stuff like that. But I mean, from my own perspective, I'm literally saying what the scouting report is saying about him. So that tells you what kind of player he is already. So yeah, court vision is crazy. He's able to see the floor. Back to his ball control and ball handling and his start and stop and his pacing and everything like that. You match that with just court vision, he's elite already, and he's able to create for others, as the reports say, and I agree with that. He's unselfish. You see that he passes the ball a lot. Most of the time when you have a guy who could really handle the ball and he, is very crafty and everything, they tend to be ball hogs, but I didn't get a sense of that at all while I was filming him. As you can see, he's a bucket. He can score, but he passes the ball more and he's unselfish with it, which is a really good quality. He has a really quick first step. He's able to get to the basket, collapse the defense, kick it out, or somebody goes back door, and he has a high flyer on his team, was able to go back door and just dunk the ball in, or he has shooters on the perimeter, able to take the contact and finish or pass, already a dual threat. Next, the athleticism. So for the athleticism, I kind of went back a little bit, and I was thinking of the player, and the player that came to mind, that kept coming to my mind, was Ray Allen, but on the Bucks. Not Heat Ray Allen or Celtics Ray Allen. I'm talking about like rookie Ray Allen. And if you haven't seen rookie Ray Allen highlights on the Milwaukee Bucks, stop this video right now and go check it out. Ray Allen was a bucket and is a bucket. He's like that, you know, and he reminded me of a Beckham Black. Why? Their build. I mean, Ray Allen was what, 6'4", 6'5", give or take. I don't know how many pounds, but 6'4", 6'5". Beckham Black, it's like again 6'2", 6'3". And if you've now clicked back on this video and you see how sneaky of a bounce Ray Allen had, posterizing people. He even was in the dunk contest. Crazy. I mean, Beckham Black, sneaky bounce. You know, he had a play where I think he cut back door, and off of him cutting back door, he just rose up and dunked it, and he had like his forearm over the rim. You know, I was not expecting that. That caught me off guard. All right, now for his shooting. So his shooting, I'll say it's a respectable shot. You know, like I didn't witness anything crazy, and I'm not hating Beckham. So if you ever watch this video, this is not me hating. I love your game, as you've seen me say before. I am glazing. Yes, I don't care. You're a bucket, and real recognize real. But yeah, so his shooting, I compared it to a Norris Cole. Why Norris Cole? Because Norris Cole's shot, it was respectable. You gotta get a hand up. You know, if you remember him being on the Heat, like this guy, he would hit open shots, you know, and he would even hit contested shots. But he was more so known as a slasher. He kind of played like a D Wade, which D Wade is known for him, you know, scoring mid-range shots, which I have D Wade as kind of also his mid-range shooting mimics a little bit of a D Wade, to where D Wade's mid-range was consistent. You know, and also his athleticism, right? And just how crafty he was doing that Euro and finishing just, you know, different ways and everything. So he reminds me, in terms of his shooting, a Norris Cole, respectable shot. By no means are you going to try him and just go out there and play with your hands down. No. If he's open and you're closing out, you got to get at least a hand or both hands up, because if he's open from the three, he's hitting the shot. So yeah. That's what I would compare his shot to. Norris Cole with a mix of D Wade's mid-range. All right, and last but not least, his character. So this is the most important part, I would say, that kind of stuck out to me the most. You'll see kids who are kids, right? And then you'll see kids who are more mature for their age. And the vibe that Beckham Black gives off, he gives off maturity, where just how he speaks, even if you see him in interviews. He did an interview recently with Made Hoops, and, you know, just how he was speaking showed that he just had, you know, maturity, a level of understanding, just how he carried himself. And that also goes with confidence. You know, like he also gives off a lot of confidence. If you watch his highlights, you know, he's unfazed. You know, he has a strong belief in his skills and his abilities and everything like that. So yeah, he's also confident, level head, calm demeanor, and also I'll say a leader. You know, he does everything for the team. Like the reports say, he's a pass first guard. You know, and he playmates for other individuals. He leads the team, and when it's time to get a bucket, he gets a bucket. All in all, Beckham Black, I think the hype is actually real. If you have the opportunity to check out any of his games, you definitely should. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. I'm even looking forward to catching more of his games, because it's super great being a videographer and filming players who are really, really tough. So whenever I have the opportunity to film some of his games, I definitely will. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend. Even send it to Beckham Black. Let's see if he watches this video. But yeah, thank you guys for viewing. And it's been How Good Are They Really? Episode 1. Peace.